Ever felt like your best physical years are behind you? Well, prepare to have that notion completely shattered, because here's a powerful truth. Muscle knows no age. Seriously, whether you're a vibrant 9-year-old or a seasoned 90-year-old, the incredible potential to build and maintain a strong, fit, and healthy body resides within you. Don't just take my word for it. A quick online search for 100-year-old athletes will reveal astonishing individuals who are living proof, actively defying expectations and showcasing what the human body is capable of, even in its centenarian years. It's a potent reminder that the limits we perceive are often self-imposed. My former colleague Amelia, a naturopath I worked with for 5 years, once shared a striking image from an app on her phone. It was a side-by-side photo of 2 women, both 80 years old. One woman appeared frail, overweight, hunched over, and reliant on a walking stick, a common yet not inevitable picture of advanced age. The other woman, however, was a vision of vitality. She was confidently sporting a sports bra crop top and jogging pants, and you could clearly count her abdominal muscles. Both were 80. This stark contrast powerfully illustrates that the choice for vitality is very real. It's not just about looking good, it's about embracing a future filled with strength and independence. If you're not actively nurturing this incredible, age-defying capacity of your muscles, what vital, energetic life are you potentially missing out on? The answer might just be the key to a much more fulfilling later life. It's a truly sobering statistic, but by the time you finish reading this very sentence, it's estimated that around 38 older adults will have been hospitalized due to falls primarily caused by muscle loss. This isn't just a number, it's a widespread issue that could, in many cases, have been avoided. This silent decline is quietly stripping away the independence of an entire generation. You see, after turning 60, your body can lose up to an alarming 33% of its muscle mass, often with no obvious warning signs. You might feel perfectly fine, completely unaware of this gradual erosion happening beneath the surface. Doctors now refer to this condition as sarcopenia, and it's the hidden culprit behind a staggering 87% of nursing home admissions, creating an immense emotional and financial burden for countless families. What makes this condition so particularly insidious is its stealthy nature. There's no pain, no glaring symptoms, until one day, seemingly simple tasks like getting up from a chair become difficult, or a minor stumble results in broken bones because your muscles are no longer strong enough to provide protection. But here's where a wave of hope comes in. Recent, groundbreaking studies, including those from Harvard Medical School, have discovered that certain foods contain unique compounds capable of not just stopping, but even reversing this kind of muscle loss, even for people well into their 70s or 80s. Perhaps the most astonishing revelation is that the top food on their list contains a rare protein fraction that, in clinical trials, actually performed better than prescription drugs in helping people rebuild muscle mass that many doctors had mistakenly believed was gone for good. In one remarkable study, this very food helped an incredible 91% of participants recover lost muscle in just 6 short weeks. And there's a strong chance this nutritional powerhouse isn't a regular feature in your fridge right now, but it absolutely should be. Let's begin building your nutritional toolkit for muscle preservation, starting with some true heavy hitters. First on our list is lean beef. This isn't just about eating red meat, it's about harnessing a powerful combination of high-quality protein and key nutrients that are especially vital for maintaining muscle in older adults. A modest 4-ounce portion of lean beef provides around 25 grams of complete protein, which means it contains all the essential amino acids your body needs in a profile that closely matches the requirements of human muscle. One of the primary reasons beef is so incredibly useful for seniors is its high concentration of leucine, an amino acid that acts like a direct switch, activating the mTOR pathway, the body's main control system for muscle protein synthesis, or simply put, muscle building. As we get older, our muscles can become less responsive to this growth signal, so they require more leucine to achieve the same muscle-building effect. Beef delivers more leucine per serving than almost any other food. Beyond its impressive protein content, beef supplies creatine, a natural compound that boosts muscle energy and can contribute to increased muscle size. While younger bodies typically produce enough creatine, this ability tends to decline with age, making dietary sources increasingly important. Lean beef is also rich in easily absorbed iron, zinc, and B vitamins, all of which play crucial roles in energy utilization and ensuring your muscle cells get the oxygen they need. A significant study from McMaster University demonstrated that seniors who incorporated lean red meat into their diet alongside resistance training gained considerably more strength than those who consumed the same amount of protein from plant-based sources. To get these muscle-supporting benefits without putting undue stress on your heart health, focus on lean cuts such as sirloin, tenderloin, or round, and aim for servings of about 4 to 6 ounces, 2 or 3 times per week. If you can find it and it fits your budget, grass-fed beef is an even better option, as it typically contains more omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation. Next up is Greek yogurt, a fantastic food for preserving precious muscle mass as you age. What sets Greek yogurt apart from regular yogurt is that it's strained to remove the extra liquid whey, a process that significantly boosts its protein content. Just one 6-ounce serving can offer a substantial 15 to 20 grams of high-quality protein, which is absolutely essential for keeping your muscles strong and resilient. One of the key benefits of Greek yogurt lies in its casein protein. Casein is a slow-digesting protein, meaning it supplies your muscles with a steady, sustained stream of amino acids over several hours. This makes it an excellent choice, particularly before bed, as it can help protect your muscles from breaking down during the night, a period when muscle loss can sometimes accelerate due to the prolonged fasting state. Greek yogurt is also a good source of calcium, vitamin D, and phosphorus, nutrients that are important not just for maintaining strong bones, but also for optimal muscle function and health. Moreover, the probiotics found in Greek yogurt support a healthy gut microbiome. A healthy gut plays a much larger role than most people realize in how well we absorb nutrients and manage inflammation, both of which are incredibly important for muscle maintenance. To get the most out of Greek yogurt, opt for the plain, full-fat varieties, as these will be free from added sugars, which can counteract some of the benefits. If you find plain yogurt a bit tart, you can easily add natural flavor and extra nutrients by mixing in some fresh or frozen berries, a handful of nuts, or a small drizzle of honey. Try to incorporate Greek yogurt into your meals or snacks 3 to 4 times a week, and consider it especially as a satisfying and muscle-protective evening snack. Now, let's talk about leafy green vegetables. Foods like spinach, kale, and Swiss chard might not be the first things that spring to mind when you think about preserving muscle, but they play an incredibly important supportive role for older adults striving to maintain their strength and vitality. Their main benefit in this context comes from their natural nitrate content. When you eat these greens, your body converts these nitrates into nitric oxide. This fascinating compound helps to improve blood flow to your muscles, which in turn aids in delivering essential nutrients more effectively and removing metabolic waste products more efficiently. A study from the renowned Karolinska Institute in Sweden found that dietary nitrate intake improved muscle function in older adults. This is particularly significant because blood flow to muscles can naturally tend to decrease with age, which can make recovery from activity slower and potentially weaken muscle performance over time. Beyond nitrates, leafy greens are absolutely packed with other muscle-friendly minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium. These minerals are vital for ensuring your muscles can contract properly and for overall nerve function. To give you an idea, just 1 cup of cooked spinach can provide nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs. Low levels of these crucial nutrients have been linked to issues like muscle cramps, general weakness, and even a faster rate of muscle loss. Vitamin K is another important nutrient abundant in leafy greens. It plays a role in how the body utilizes protein and supports overall muscle health. A 2015 study published in the Journals of Gerontology found that seniors who had a higher intake of vitamin K experienced less muscle loss as they aged. To really get the most out of these nutritional powerhouses, aim for at least 2 cups of leafy greens each day. They're incredibly versatile. You can add them to smoothies, omelets, and soups, or simply sauté them with a little garlic and olive oil for a delicious side dish. If preparing fresh vegetables is sometimes a challenge, remember that pre-washed greens can be a very helpful and convenient option. Shifting gears, let's explore extra virgin olive oil, a staple of healthy diets that supports muscle health in ways that go far beyond just providing calories. Its real power lies in its potent anti-inflammatory compounds, especially a compound called oleocanthal. Remarkably, oleocanthal works in a way that's similar to ibuprofen, helping to lower the kind of chronic, low-grade inflammation that can steadily break down muscle tissue over time. Research from the University of Louisiana found that oleocanthal actually helps to block certain enzymes that are known to cause muscle protein breakdown. Olive oil also plays a beneficial role in improving insulin sensitivity. This is incredibly key because insulin resistance, which unfortunately becomes more common with age, makes it much harder for your muscles to properly take up and utilize the protein you eat for repair and growth. The healthy monounsaturated fats abundant in olive oil also support healthy hormone levels, including testosterone and growth hormone, both of which are very important for maintaining muscle mass and strength throughout life. Compelling data from the large-scale pre-dimed study, a major clinical trial focusing on the Mediterranean diet, showed that older adults who used olive oil daily as part of their Mediterranean-style eating pattern had better muscle strength and were significantly less likely to become frail over a 5-year period when compared to those who followed a low-fat diet. For the best results, try to incorporate about 2 to 3 tablespoons of high-quality extra virgin olive oil into your diet each day. It's perfect for making salad dressings, drizzling over cooked vegetables, or for use in low-heat cooking. When buying olive oil, store it in a dark bottle away from heat and light, and it's a good idea to check for harvest dates on the label to ensure you're getting a fresh product with its beneficial compounds intact. Next, let's crack open the benefits of eggs, one of the most affordable and versatile foods that can significantly help support muscle health, especially in older adults. While some people still mistakenly believe they should only eat egg whites, the truth is that the whole egg, yolk and all, provides a powerful and synergistic mix of nutrients that are particularly useful for aging muscles. Egg protein ranks very high in terms of its biological value, which means your body can digest, absorb, and utilize it very efficiently for muscle upkeep and repair. One large egg typically contains about 6 grams of complete protein, and what many people don't realize is that nearly half of that valuable protein is actually found in the yolk. But the yolk's contribution doesn't stop at protein. It also includes a wealth of other important nutrients like choline, which is vital for nerve function and muscle control. Vitamin D, a nutrient many older adults are deficient in and which plays a role in muscle strength. And leucine, that critical branched-chain amino acid that directly helps to stimulate muscle growth, even in older adults whose muscles might not respond as readily to protein signals as they used to. It's also fascinating to understand how certain bodily processes, influenced by factors like exercise, can dramatically impact your metabolism and muscle health. For instance, human growth hormone, HGH, plays a significant role. When levels are optimal, HGH can cause the body to shift its primary fuel source. Instead of predominantly burning glucose, sugar for energy, the body becomes more adept at burning fat. Think about it this way. Glucose burns at about 4 calories per gram, whereas fat burns at a much more efficient 9 calories per gram. So, when you're physically active, your body naturally seeks a more potent fuel supply. By tapping into fat reserves, it's getting more than twice the units of energy compared to relying solely on glucose. Remember, a calorie is simply a unit of energy. This shift to fat burning is a more powerful way to fuel your activities. Beyond just fuel, human growth hormone also significantly increases the body's ability to utilize the protein you consume. We've been looking at the importance of eating sufficient protein throughout the day, and we've touched upon the importance of maintaining strong hydrochloric acid in your stomach by ideally leaving 5 or 6 hours between meals, drinking adequate water between meals, chewing your food thoroughly, and perhaps having your lightest meal at the end of the day. Now, we're looking at another critical factor: high-intensity exercise. Engaging in this type of exercise can cause a release of human growth hormone, which in turn boosts your body's capacity to effectively use the protein you've eaten. My son James, who is a bodybuilder as a hobby, uses a great analogy. He says that when you do that high-intensity exercise, you essentially lay a bed of hot coals at the cellular level. Now, if you have a good bed of hot coals in a fireplace, what happens when you put logs on it? The more logs you add, the brighter and hotter the fire burns, right? So, when you do your morning exercise and then sit down to eat, the fuel, your food that you're putting in, is going to burn bright and efficiently because you've already prepared that cellular furnace. Contrast this with how many people start their day: a few steps to the bathroom, then a few steps to the table. They haven't laid that bed of hot coals at the cellular level, yet they're putting the logs in, and then they wonder why they have no energy. We really need to lay that bed of hot coals, ideally early in the morning, as that's often the best time to exercise and set your metabolism up for the day. Let's voyage into the benefits of fatty fish, such as salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These aquatic powerhouses offer a potent mix of nutrients that are exceptionally helpful for protecting muscle mass in older adults. Their primary claim to fame in this regard comes from their rich content of omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. Numerous studies have shown that these specific omega-3s can significantly lower the chronic inflammation that often contributes to muscle breakdown as we age. Just a 4-ounce serving of salmon, for example, provides around 20 grams of complete protein, meaning it supplies all the essential amino acids your body needs for effective muscle repair and maintenance. What makes fatty fish even more uniquely useful is that these omega-3 fatty acids also appear to improve how your muscles respond to the protein you eat. In practical terms, this means the protein you consume works more effectively in building and maintaining muscle tissue. This is a particularly important benefit for seniors, as their muscles can sometimes become less efficient at responding to protein signals with age. According to studies published in the prestigious American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who ate fatty fish at least 2 times a week experienced significantly less muscle loss over a 3-year period compared to those who rarely included it in their diets. Furthermore, fatty fish are also a good natural source of vitamin D, a nutrient that plays an important role in muscle strength and function. This is especially relevant since many older adults don't get enough of this vital vitamin, often due to reduced sun exposure or decreased ability of the skin to synthesize it. To get the most out of these wonderful benefits, aim to eat a serving of fatty fish twice a week. When possible, choose wild-caught options, as they may have a more favorable fatty acid profile. If preparing or eating fish regularly proves difficult, high-quality fish oil supplements can offer some of the omega-3 benefits, though obtaining nutrients directly from whole foods is usually more effective due to the synergistic effect of all the components. Now, let's consider the small but mighty nuts and seeds. These nutritional gems provide a strong mix of plant-based protein, healthy fats, and a host of important micronutrients that work together synergistically to help older adults maintain their precious muscle mass. While they don't typically contain as much protein per serving as animal-based products, their overall nutritional makeup brings specific and valuable benefits that robustly support muscle health. Almonds, walnuts, and pumpkin seeds are especially helpful in this regard. For instance, just a quarter cup of almonds gives you around 6 grams of protein and a good dose of magnesium. This mineral is often found to be lacking in the diets of older adults, and it plays a key role in muscle movement, nerve function, and energy production. In fact, low magnesium levels have been linked to faster muscle loss and more frequent occurrences of muscle cramps. Walnuts, on the other hand, offer alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, which is a type of plant-based omega-3 fat. ALA helps to lower chronic inflammation, which, as we've discussed, is one of the main underlying causes of muscle loss as we age. Pumpkin seeds are a solid source of zinc, a mineral that supports testosterone production. Even though testosterone levels naturally decline with age, this hormone still plays an important part in keeping muscles strong and functional. Additionally, vitamin E, found in most nuts and seeds, works as a powerful antioxidant that helps protect muscle cells from oxidative stress, a type of cellular damage that tends to build up with age and can impair muscle function. A study from Tufts University showed that older adults who had higher levels of vitamin E in their blood experienced significantly less muscle loss over time. To help preserve your muscle, try to incorporate about 1 to 2 ounces, a small handful, of mixed nuts and seeds into your daily diet. Since they are calorie-dense, it can be helpful to portion them out in advance to avoid overeating. Whenever possible, choose unsalted versions, especially if you are managing high blood pressure or tend to retain fluid. Often overlooked in discussions about muscle, beans and legumes are true unsung heroes when it comes to supporting muscle health in older adults. While they offer a moderate amount of protein, typically around 15 grams per cooked cup, their real strength for muscle maintenance lies in their combination of slow-digesting protein and, crucially, resistant starch. This special type of carbohydrate isn't fully broken down in the small intestine. Instead, it travels to the large intestine where it feeds the good bacteria in your gut. A healthy gut microbiome is increasingly being recognized as an incredibly important factor in maintaining muscle mass and function, especially for seniors. These beneficial gut bacteria can help to reduce overall systemic inflammation, which, as we know, is a major contributor to accelerated muscle loss. The high fiber content in beans and legumes also helps to keep blood sugar levels steady. This is important because it helps avoid the sharp insulin spikes and subsequent crashes that can, over time, contribute to muscle breakdown. Varieties like black beans, lentils, and chickpeas are especially useful because they also contain a good profile of minerals such as potassium, magnesium, and iron. These are all essential for proper muscle function and are often found to be low in the diets of older adults. Low iron levels, in particular, can affect how well muscles utilize oxygen and create energy. According to research from Tufts University's Human Nutrition Research Center on Aging, seniors who consumed legumes at least 4 times a week managed to keep more of their muscle mass over a 5-year period compared to those who rarely ate them. To get the most out of beans and legumes, try to include them in your meals 3 to 4 times a week. If you're not used to eating them regularly and find they cause some bloating or gas, it's best to start with small servings and gradually increase the amount as your digestive system adapts. Soaking dried beans overnight before cooking them can also help reduce these potential side effects. If convenience is a priority, canned beans are perfectly fine. Just opt for low-sodium versions and give them a good rinse under running water before eating to remove excess salt. Don't let their small size fool you. Berries might not immediately scream muscle food, but their rich antioxidant content plays a vital role in protecting muscle cells from the kind of oxidative damage that tends to get worse with age. Varieties like blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries are absolutely packed with powerful compounds called anthocyanins, as well as other beneficial phytonutrients. These compounds act as potent antioxidants, helping to neutralize harmful free radicals that can damage muscle cells and their energy-producing components, known as mitochondria. Healthy mitochondria are crucial for muscle energy and function. Research conducted at Tufts University has shown that blueberries, for example, improved muscle function and recovery in older adults. Berries also contribute to managing chronic inflammation, which, as we've repeatedly noted, is one of the biggest underlying drivers of muscle loss in the aging process. Another significant benefit comes from their vitamin C content, especially notable in strawberries. Vitamin C is essential for the body's production of collagen. Collagen is a key protein that supports the structure and integrity of the connective tissue that surrounds and supports muscle fibers. This connective tissue network can tend to weaken with age, so maintaining healthy collagen production is important for overall muscle health and resilience. Aim to include at least 1 cup of mixed berries in your diet each day. A great tip is that frozen berries are just as nutritious as fresh ones, and they are often more affordable and available year-round. They are incredibly versatile. Add them to your Greek yogurt, oatmeal, or smoothies, or simply enjoy them on their own as a refreshing and healthy snack. They also make a fantastic, naturally sweet swap for sugary desserts, providing a wealth of health benefits instead of empty calories. Finally, we arrive at whey protein, which truly stands out as an exceptional food choice for actively combating age-related muscle loss. This complete protein, derived from dairy, contains the highest natural concentration of leucine found in any food. Leucine, as we've learned, is absolutely essential for switching on muscle protein synthesis, the process of building new muscle, even when aging muscles might not respond as readily to other growth signals. What really sets whey protein apart is how quickly it digests and gets absorbed into the bloodstream. This rapid absorption leads to a fast and significant rise in amino acid levels in your blood, which helps to overcome the anabolic resistance, the reduced muscle-building response to protein, that aging muscles can develop over time. A well-known and often cited study from McMaster University found that seniors who supplemented their diet with whey protein managed to keep 40% more muscle compared to those who were getting their protein primarily from regular whole foods alone. Beyond its rich amino acid profile, whey also includes bioactive peptides. These are small protein fragments that can help improve blood flow to muscles, increase insulin sensitivity, and lower inflammation, all factors that tend to worsen with age and can negatively affect muscle health. Furthermore, whey protein is high in cysteine, an amino acid that helps the body produce glutathione. Glutathione is one of the body's most powerful antioxidants, playing a crucial role in protecting muscle cells from the oxidative damage that accumulates as we grow older. One compelling study, published in the Journal of the American Medical Directors Association, reported that seniors who took whey protein supplements saw significant improvements in their strength, overall physical ability, and balance, even when they weren't engaged in a formal exercise program. When whey protein supplementation was combined with strength training, the benefits observed were even greater. To get the best results from whey protein, aim for a serving of 20 to 30 grams daily. This is ideally consumed within about 30 minutes after physical activity or workouts to maximize muscle repair and growth, but it can be beneficial at other times as well. When choosing a product, look for whey isolate or concentrate that is minimally processed and doesn't contain a lot of added sugars or artificial ingredients. If dairy sometimes causes digestive issues for you, you might find that hydrolyzed whey, which is pre-digested, is often easier to tolerate. You can easily mix whey protein powder with water or milk, or blend it into a smoothie with berries and other muscle-supporting foods from this list to create a balanced and powerful meal or snack. And that wraps up our deep dive into the top foods to help you keep your muscle mass strong and healthy, especially after 60. It's so important to remember that holding on to your muscle isn't just about how you look or fitting into your clothes. It plays an absolutely massive role in maintaining your independence, significantly reducing your risk of falls, keeping your metabolism working efficiently, and ultimately enabling you to live a more active, vibrant, and healthy life as you age. By regularly and consciously adding these nutrient-dense foods to your meals, you can actively slow down and, in many cases, even push back against the muscle loss that so many people mistakenly think is an unavoidable part of getting older. Now it's over to you. Are you already eating any of these fantastic muscle-supporting foods? Have you perhaps noticed any changes in your strength, your energy levels, or your mobility since incorporating them into your routine? We genuinely love to hear your thoughts and experiences, so please feel free to share them.